Good evening, everybody, and you're very welcome here tonight to the Abbey Court Hotel here in Nina for the Silvermines GAA Club's first ever Strictly Come Dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for an amazing night tonight. The style, the glamour, and the fanciness backstage is unbelievable. The makeup, the fake tan, the lipstick, and that's only the men. Some of the girls bought their outfits on the internet, and when the outfits were delivered during the week, the girls discovered not only was there 25% off the price, but some of the outfits were missing 25% as well, and in some cases even 50%. So check your pacemakers, guys, before the dancing starts. When the 30 volunteers met for the first night, back at the end of October, to be honest, some of them hadn't a clue, lads. It was a disaster. If you mentioned the word salsa, they thought it was a fancy sauce that went in your dinner. The cha-cha was something that you ordered in the Chinese, and the bossa nova was a country somewhere out in Eastern Europe. But in fairness to them all, they have put in a fantastic effort in the last few weeks. Some of them missing Christmas dinner and the whole lot, under the expert guidance of Darlene Cleary, who is our choreographer and producer of the show tonight. So, and I'm pretty sure the effort they have put in, you will be blown away with the result. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, doing a Bollywood dance spectacular. Can you please give a huge warm welcome to the Silvermines Strictly Group Dancers. So, would you please welcome on stage the beautiful, delightful, delectably stunning... Oh, wait a minute now, she couldn't come tonight. Could you just welcome Mary Ryan Mulqueen?
Well, tonight is a historic night for the Mines. It's the first Strictly. But it's also the first night that Liam was in a pair of tux. And I believe that the dicky bow is actually padlocked onto him.
Thank you, Mary. The truth is, I wouldn't be more comfortable in a pair of Wellington's overalls and a woolly hat, but I wouldn't be allowed in, so... And I'd like to thank Jim McLaughlin, Menswear in Kenyon Street, who looked after me, so thanks a million, guys. I never had a suit and shirt fit me as good ever before. So Mary, you've been in the green room. How is things back there?
It's excited. The dancers are all very excited. They're dying to get out on stage. A little bit nervous, but they're ready to go.
Well, Mary, let's let them go and release them. Can you please introduce our first couple?
Ladies and gentlemen, our first couple is Clare Ryan and Henri Milner. And they're... Clare and Henri will dance the Paso Doble. Clare is married to Declan. She's mum to Molly and Charlotte. Sorry, Molly. She's originally from Ballinaclough and she lives in Caparoo. She works as a chef in Sheedy Centra. She has taken part in athletics. She ran cross country. She loves attending camogie and GAA matches, and she has run 2 half marathons. Henri is from Port Arlington. He now lives in Ballycommon. He has 3 children, Cathal, Caoimhe and Anya. He's a consultant geologist. He runs a shooting range outside Thurles. He helped to train the Silvermines under-14 girls who won the Football County League and Championship, of which his daughter Anya was a member. He enjoys horse riding, fishing and all outdoor activities. Please give a huge, huge welcome to Clare and Henri.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Clare and Henri. What a fantastic display. And you know, it's not easy to be the first act in the night, and look what they did. Absolutely fantastic. Henri is a geologist. You definitely left no stone unturned to perfect the act tonight anyway, that's for sure. Did you find it a bit nerve-wracking to be the first group on?
Big time, yeah.
And I kind of liked it because I was getting it over with.
Well done. Absolutely, absolutely. Well done, guys. Okay, we'll go to our judges. Will ladies first this time, so Stephanie.
Yeah, like I said, well done. Not easy going first, so that's a big achievement on itself. It was passionate, it was fiery. I loved the drag lift across the floor. I have to say, Henri, your facial expressions are brilliant. I noticed them in the opening as well. They were brilliant, so well done, really good, well done.
Thank you, Stephanie. Johnny, you might go next there, please.
Well done, lads. I wouldn't have seen too much of that down now in Golden Kilfeacle. But nevertheless, superb, lads, and the effort is tremendous. You are the first couple on tonight, lads. You have set the standards for the other 14, and I did like the finish. I was just admiring Henri, the way he carried you there for the very last 5 seconds. Pure commitment, and I have no doubt that there is a place for you at the Silvermines GA Club.
Yeah. Thank you, Johnny. And Finbar.
Yeah, lads, I love that song, AC/DC Thunderstruck. You put a whole new meaning to it. Definitely. But that's the way you open the show. Well done.
Yes, well done, yes.
Very well done.
Well said, Finbar. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you once again give a huge big round of applause for Clare and Henri? God, you know it was the first act. I forgot to score them. Judges, so can we... 10. Okay. Well, you're getting prompts from the audience. Lads, can we please have your scoring, please? Johnny, 9. Finbar, 10. And Stephanie, 9. So now, Mary, can we move on and introduce our second couple?
Our next couple is Bernie Hogan and John O'Shaughnessy. And they're dancing a samba. Bernie is married to Noel. She has 2 children, Sean and Aoife. She's originally from Nina and now lives in Caparoo. She's a childminder in Ladybirds in Carrigrua and Nina. She enjoys dancing, reading, running, walking, and talking. And she ran her first half marathon in 2016. John is married to Siobhan. He's an electronic security engineer, and we've been informed that he was a bit alarmed when he heard that he was enlisted to dance in Strictly. He's from Monaleen, and he now lives in Bultini, which is fast becoming the Hollywood of the mines. We only have 4 dancers from Bultini within a half mile of each other. John played hurling with Monaleen, and he won a Limerick County minor title with them. Can you please give a huge welcome for Bernie and John?
Ladies up in here tonight, no fighting. We got the refugees. No fighting. No fighting. Shakira. I never really knew that she could dance like this. She wake up her head wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasso. Shakira.
Oh baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight and my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection.
Hey girl, I can see your body moving, and it's driving me crazy. And I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing. And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can ignore the way you move your body, and everything's so unexpected, the way you right and left it. So you can keep on taking it. Never really knew that she could dance like this. She make up her head wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasso. Shakira.
Oh baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight and my hips don't lie, and I'm feels slow. Don't you see, baby, I see it's perfect. If I know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection. Oh boy, I can see your body moving, half animal, half man. I don't really know what I'm doing, but just seem to have a plan. Well, self-restraint, have come to fail now, fail now. See, I'm doing what I can, but I can't, so you know I'll take it too hard to explain.
She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Shakira, Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you know you got me hypnotized. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of a boss.
Well done, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much energy on this stage. We don't need renewable energy. It's up here tonight. Well done, guys. Johnny normally wears Brute or Lynx, but tonight he's wearing Vic because he's smothering with a cold and he's on so much medication. We have decided that he won't have to do the mandatory drugs test after when in the green room. Johnny, how are you going?
That's it's mighty, yeah.
Good man, because he was absolutely smart. Oh, Bernie, I hope you have the flu shot taken. Good girl, not so bad at all. But I'd also noticed a very sly move by this couple. Johnny has all the in-laws sitting there right behind the judges. So, cute move, Johnny. He never lost it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll hand over to the judges. So we'll start this time with Finbar.
Johnny and Bernie. I thought I was at a huge advantage tonight because I had seen this last night and I saw some of it today and I saw it for the last 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. And seriously, he nailed it. Absolutely. That took it up to another level. Well done.
Thank you, Finbar. Stephanie.
I loved it. It was cheeky, it was fun. Bernie, your facial expressions were so sassy. Both your hips were going 90. I loved it. And the very last pose was fantastic. Well done.
And Johnny.
Yeah, absolutely superb. I'm actually stunned. Stunned, not sunned, stunned. But when I read the thing here, it says about John. What is the worst thing about doing Strictly? He says time and commitment. But to a Limerick man, sure, time means nothing. You're waiting since 1973. What difference does it make? Time means nothing, John. But to go back to the dancing, lads, the moves were fantastic. The steps were brilliant, lads. And look, we shall not see your likes again.
Thanks very much, judges. Well, guys, how do you feel about that?
Brilliant. I thought it went very well.
Thrilled, yeah.
Great. Okay, this time I'm going back to the judges for their scores. Can we have your scores, judges, please? 10 from Johnny Luby, 9 from Stephanie, and 10 from Finbar Ryan. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, can you give a huge round of applause for Bernie and John?
Our next couple is Heather Ryan and Mike Gleeson, and they're dancing an American Smooth. Heather is married to Seamus, and she has 3 children, Christopher, Fionn and Muireann. She's from Dublin and now lives in Dala. She's a medical physicist in University Hospital, Limerick. She enjoys running and dancing, and she's a big Dub GAA supporter. Her kids wear Tip and Dublin jerseys, supporting Tip in hurling and Dublin in football. Mike is married to Katrina, and they have 2 daughters, Sinead and Aoife. He's a farmer, and he has won several titles with the Mines in both hurling and handball. He's a member of Silvermines Church Choir and also Silvermines Folk Choir, and he's a member of Silvermines Pastoral Council. Please give a huge welcome to Heather and Mike.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain, dancing in the rain. I'm happy again. I'm singing and dancing in the rain.
Well done, guys. That was fantastic. Fantastic indeed. You guys, with that performance, you would give Jean Kelly and Debbie Reynolds a run for their money. But the theme song, Singing in the Rain, if you've been singing in the rain this year since the weather is coming, I tell you, I'm wondering, you have no voice left at this stage. Were you happy with how it went for you?
We were there, yeah.
Well, most definite.
Mike is one of the biggest farmers in North Tipperary. He's at least 6'5". So now we'll hand over to the judges. We'll start this time with Johnny.
Absolutely superb, Heather. I love your outfit. It's beautiful. And Michael, I was just looking at your profile there. You said your fantasy dancer was Evelyn Cusick. With the bloody weather she's given us for the last month, I'm not surprised that you want to meet her. But anyway, lads, hey, well done. Look, fantastic. I've seen it done before with another Strictly Come Dancing, but that was actually way better tonight. Well done.
Good man. Stephanie.
You have to work really hard to make this style of dance as entertaining as the more upbeat stuff, and you did. It was beautiful. The dress is stunning, and when you leaned back, that extended leg was gorgeous, so well done. It's fab.
And Finbar.
Folks, I wouldn't know much about the extended leg and the lean back, but I can safely say Jean Kelly and Debbie Reynolds can get up off that bench and let down Heather Ryan and Michael Gleeson from the mines. Well done, folks. That was excellent. Excellent.
Thanks, guys. Well, how do you feel about those comments, Len? How do you feel about those comments?
Oh, they were brilliant, thank you.
Overwhelming.
Okay, so back to the judges so far, the scoring. And we have 3 9s, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, well done. So can you please once again give a rapturous round of applause for Heather and Mike. So now, Mary, can you introduce our next couple, please?
Our next couple is Nicola Butler and Owen Maher. Nicola and Owen will dance a cha-cha. Nicola is a Temple Dairy woman to the bone, now living in Bultini. She's a psychiatric nurse in Kilkenny and has played camogie for the Mines since under 10, winning numerous county finals. She's won 3 Munster medals with Tip and loves socialising and helping out on the farm at home. Owen is a Leaving Cert student in CBS Nina. He has an interest in engineering. He's very involved with the club at all levels in both hurling and football. He was a member of the CBS Harty Cup team and he loves socialising. And we have to congratulate him as he was elected school president of CBS Nina on Wednesday last. Please welcome Nicola and Owen.
All I'm going to say is, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was just amazing. I think if we could get the senior hurling team doing a routine like that every week, we'd win a North final in no time. Lads, that was gymnastics set to music. The twirls, the turns. 'Tis in the circus you should be. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You're happy with that, obvious?
Oh, over the moon.
Yes, very happy, yeah.
Well done, guys. I'd love to hear what the judges are going to say about this one. We'll start with Finbar.
Owen and Nicola, well done. Owen lives around the corner from me at home, and I can safely say that the next time the power is cut, I'm going for Owen Power. Seriously, lads. Very good. Very, very, very good. That's excellent. Well done. Nailed it again.
Stephanie.
I loved that. I thought it was so technical, it was so in sync, your tricks and lifts were so difficult and fantastic. There was so much swag, I loved it. Well done, I loved it.
And Johnny.
Jesus, it was very hard to concentrate there. Oh, for Christ's sake. Owen, you better get your leaving cert anyway. But lads, what I could see about it, look, listen, I can't, the sweat poured down off me. I mean, it's very hard to concentrate, you know. I mean, I was told, well, I wasn't told this was going on. This is absolutely brilliant. Unbelievable, lads. I'm stuck for words.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, write down the date because that's the first. That man is never stuck for words. All I'll say is to Owen, president of the school now, president of Ireland, that when Johnny finishes. So now we'll go back to the judges for the scores. And there's no surprise, ladies and gentlemen. 3 10s. Well done. A big cheer, lads, for Nicola and Owen.
Our next couple dancing a Broadway quick step is Olive Hogan and Maher Staffy. Olive is married to Mike, who's helping out on stage, and they have 2 sons, Seamus and Micheál. Olive is recently retired AIB bank official, and she's one of the founding members of Silvermines folk choir. She's chairperson of Listen Hall Players and has graced the stage with them on numerous occasions. She played basketball and hockey while in UCC. Morris has 2 sons, Muirish and Owen, and his grandson is Cian. Morris is another of the Bultini beauties. He's a lab technician, and his interests include GA and all things sport. He's an accomplished member of the Listen Hall Players, having played lead roles in numerous productions over the years. He won a county intermediate medal with Silvermines in 1972 and a North Senior Championship in 1974. Please welcome Olive and Morris.
I got a man with 2 left feet, and when he dances not to the beat, I really think that he should know that his rhythms go, go, go. I got a man with 2 left feet, and when he dances not to the beat, I really think that he should know that his rhythms go, go, go. Does he wash up? Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Wash up. Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Hey boy, how you been? I got 1,000 lines, where do I begin? And I've been here, been there, traveling. I saw you at the corner, my vibe kicks in. Then 2 pills, I clock you, wearing tight jeans, real nice food. You were smiling like you were just 17. I asked you for a dance, you said yes please. Take a sip of dancing juice. Everybody's on to you. To the left and to the right. Everybody hit the rhythm, it's on tonight. I'm gonna feel them kick within my soul. I need a man to take control. Let the melody blow you all away. Does he wash up? Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Wash up. Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing.
Well done, guys. Well done, well done. I know when I saw on the itinerary that they were doing the brush dance, I was not expecting that. They've given it a whole new definition, ladies and gentlemen. Olive was very bossy there during some of that dance, Morris. Was she like that in rehearsals?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Olive, now that you've retired, on the strength of that performance, would you consider going professional?
Oh no, thank you.
Now, the 2 guys are no strangers to the stage as they've been involved in numerous productions. But boy, that appearance on stage was totally different. How do you feel about that, guys?
That's good, exhilarated.
I prefer acting, I think, somehow.
Well, you acted well there and danced well, Morris. Right, we'll go to the judges. We'll start with Finbar this time.
Of course you will, Liam. Olive and Liam, I've seen you on stage in Liston Hall many moons ago, and for many moons. I've seen you on stage in Buddies for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I saw you on stage last night. I saw you on stage today. And I'm having a fierce habit of repeating myself. But by God, that was the best ever. Excellent. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what's more, if I thought cleaning the house could be that much fun, I swear to God I'd be up every morning at 6 o'clock. Well done. Absolutely nailed it. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Finbar, now that Olive is retired, you might put in the good work you get, cleaning job in Buddies there.
Well, you wouldn't want to be that bossy now, in fairness.
True.
So Liam Morris had put up with that. Okay,
Stephanie.
Guys, you'd know you were both actors. The acting side of it was fantastic. It was so cheeky and fun. Everyone wanted to get up and dance with you. It made everybody smile, so well done.
And Johnny.
Yeah. Absolutely superb. I just see you're a bank official.
Retired, Johnny.
Retired. Jeez, I bought shares in your bank at €14. They're now worth 5 cents.
That's why she's retiring, Johnny.
But that was superb, lads. Well done. Timing and tandem and all that thing. And whoever was the next chairman of the Silvermines? I'll tell you something for nothing. They better watch out because you're a lively man on the floor. Well done, lads.
Thanks very much, lads. Well, how do you feel about those comments, guys?
Great, thank you.
Morris, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm delighted with that. Delighted.
Okay, well done. So now we'll go to the judges for their scoring. 3 9s, ladies and gentlemen. So can you please put your hands and give a warm round of applause to Olive and Morris.
Well, as Liam said, Judy's my daughter. She has a brother and sister, Cara and Fionn, and Daniel is her boyfriend. She's studying to be a primary teacher. She works part-time DV8 Nina. She played camogie with Nina Rogue. She enjoys music, plays piano and tin whistle. She sings with Silvermines Folk Choir and also helps to train the young musicians in the choir.
And she has a lovely personality and is near as bossy as her mother.
Thank you, Liam. David is son of Tina, who's the hard-working secretary of Silvermines, and of Michael. And I understand that Kaylee is his better half. He has a sister, Rachel. He's also studying to be a primary teacher. He was captain of the Mines minor team that won the North Tip football in 2014. His hobbies are hurling, football, cinema and music. And he was coach of the North Tip under-13 development squad. Please give a huge welcome to Judy and David.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity, you know the roof on fire. We go boogie, oogie, oogie, jiggle, wiggle, and dance like the roof on fire. We go drink drinks and take shots until we fall out like the roof on fire. Now baby, get my booty naked, take off all your clothes and light the roof on fire. Tell her, baby, 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 I'm on fire. I tell her, baby, 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 I'm a fireball. Chica on fire, ain't no lie. Well, y'all slipping, he's running the game. Now, big bang boogie, get that kitty little noogie in a nice, nice little shave. I gave Susie a little pat up on the booty, and she turned around and said, "Walk this way." I was born in a plane. Mama said that every word on my lane. I'm the best you've ever had. If you think I'm running out, I never am. Fireball.
Well done, guys. Wasn't that amazing? Well done, well done. David, does your mother know the fur coat is missing out of the wardrobe? Oh, gee. And then you throw it down into the crowd and everything. She'll have your guts for garters, so she will. Lads, a fantastic performance. And you may notice here, Judy had an injury at work before Christmas. The arm is strapped up and instead going and put in a fabulous performance tonight. I think that shows the determination that is there with Judy and the whole entire group. Nothing will stop them. Fantastic. Okay, just one final comment I'd like to make. Johnny was really hoping that when you were swinging Judy that time, you'd let her off in that direction. So now we'll go to the judges and she will go to the ball, Johnny.
Yeah, you'd know that Judy has a bit of Sean Tracy's blood in her. Very determined. It was a hard dance to do, lads, but I'll tell you one thing, David. But Jesus, you concentrated well. If I was back at your age, I'll tell you, I'd have forgot my steps, the whole lot. Absolutely fantastic, lads, and the best of luck to both of you as going training as national teachers. The very best of luck for you, lads. I thought it was superb again.
You'd nearly consider going back to school, Johnny, would you? Right, Stephanie.
David, that made me die. That made me laugh so much. I would love to recruit you into my dance academy. You were fantastic. I loved it. The song choice was brilliant. It was so fun. It made me laugh. Well done.
And Finbar.
Possibly our two youngest, I think, are they?
Near enough, I'd say,
in the competition. I know both of them since they were the height of, I'd say, David's shoes. And it's lovely. It's lovely to see him up here tonight and do what they done. And do it so well. And again, everybody seems to be stepping it up tonight. As I said, I actually thought I had a big advantage over the lads, but it's becoming a sort of a disadvantage because I saw the lead up to this. I saw all the jigsaw pieces without the picture. Now I'm seeing the final, the whole thing put together tonight, and it's just up and up and up. And that was superb, Judy. Superb. Well done. Very well done, Dad.
I would agree wholeheartedly with you, Finbar, on that comment that all the dancers, we've seen them in the last few days. It's like a completely different show tonight, the level they have brought it up, and I think it's a sign of nearly true professionals that on the night they lift their game and the entertainment value is absolutely fantastic. Guys, happy with those comments? Obviously, their actions, they let their actions talk. They don't like saying too much. Okay, so we'll go back to the judges for their votes. 3 9s, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so can you please give a huge round of applause to David and Judy.
Our next couple dancing a disco is Phil Keys and Martin Griffin. Phil is married to Kevin and she comes from Limerick and now lives in the Silvermines village. She has 3 children, Maura, Joe and Susan, and she works with North Tip Leader. She's on various committees including SCORE and community games. Martin is married to Teresa. Teresa is the sacristan in Silvermines Church and she's ably assisted by Martin. But we've been told that Martin has been making many frequent visits to the church recently, lighting candles. Incidentally, Martin's son-in-law, Connor, is also one of the dancers here tonight. Martin and Teresa have 4 children, Mary, Martin, Yvonne and Sandra. Martin works with Tipperary County Council. He's been a GAA referee for the past 26 years. He hurled with Aero Gannacarty, Templederry and the Mines and played rugby with Nina. And he also enjoys athletics and playing cards. Please welcome Phil and Martin.
Oh, holy God. I was so amazed by the last twirl I walked on without my microphone. That was amazing. Do you know what? They said earlier that Martin was lighting the candles in the church. I think watching those, it was Phil needed to be lighting the candles in the church. A fantastic performance. I love your medallion, Martin. Smashing job. Ladies and gentlemen, definitely Silvermines' answer to Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. We'll go to the judges. Stephanie.
I have to say, Martin, those shoes, I've never seen anything like them. They're fantastic. I love them. I love the lift at the end. It was brilliant. It was so feel good. We all wanted to get up with you. Well done.
Finbar.
Martin Griffin, I swear to God, there's only one man happier than me here right now this minute, and that's you. Ladies and gentlemen, give them another round of applause for Christ's sake. That was sensational. I swear to God. Well done. I've seen this being put together for the last 5 or 6 weeks. Myself and Martin had about 3,500 conversations about it, about the lifts and the twirls and the skirls and how to get them around and all that kind of crack. And again, I go back to what we were saying earlier on about nailing it and all that kind of crack. I'm sick of using that word now. But the bar has gone up again. Well done. Brilliant. Well done.
Thank you, Finbar. And now Johnny.
Yeah, I certainly have to look after one of our own from West Tipperary and a Cartier Oak. Martin, yeah, I was just looking at the shoes and I was saying they're probably supplied by North Tip County Council, possibly. But Martin, and they tell me you're a referee into the bargain. And this is only the first half, lads, and the Silvermines are leading a couple of points at the moment. Can they last out? Because with the performance we have got so far, lads, it's superb. There's no question about it. And Martin, I've no doubt that the council will hold on to you. Simply because you're able to move.
Johnny, he mightn't move that well during the day, but he can move at night. Well, guys, your feelings on that?
Yeah.
Martin, your feelings on that comments?
Oh, great. And I hope the council do keep on to me.
Right, so we'll go back to the judges for the all-important votes. 10, 9, and a 10. Well done, guys. A fantastic performance. So once again, can you please give a big round of applause for Phil and Martin.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next couple, Louise McLaughlin and Conor Delaney. Louise McLaughlin and Conor Delaney will dance the cha-cha. Louise is from Templederry. She's won numerous county titles with the Mines. She played with Tip on many occasions, winning an All-Ireland minor with them. Incidentally, the same year that Quinn captained the team. She's an oncology nurse in University Hospital Limerick. She trained and qualified in Galway. She loved Galway, especially the social life. She plays guitar and she sings. Conor is the son-in-law of Martin Griffin, who was one of our last dancers. He's married to Mary and they have 2 children, Ben and Harriet. And as a solicitor, Conor is used to appearing before judges, but tonight he is being judged. He's from Wexford, now lives in the Mines. He's involved in all community activities, and he won a North Junior medal with the Mines in 2014, and he's a former Wexford minor. Please give your hands up for Conor and Louise.
Hello, hello, baby, you called, I can't hear a thing. I have got no service in the club, you say. What did you say? Oh, you're breaking up on me. Sorry, I cannot hear you, I'm kinda busy. 'Cause I'm kinda getting tired of my phone ringing. Sometimes I feel like I live in Grand Central Station. Tonight I'm not taking no calls 'cause I'll be dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second half has started and the minds are playing with the wind. Oh wow, that was unfair juice to Connor, a slight wardrobe malfunction, but stayed going and kept going, the true sign of a professional. Well done. I'm just thinking there while they were dancing, can you imagine what it's like when this fella and his father-in-law Martin go to a pub for a drink? What happens? Lads, that was amazing. Those twirls there, I thought it would be, if anything went wrong at those, I said we had the St. John's ambulance on standby. It was brilliant. Well done. I presume you're thrilled with that performance.
Absolutely delighted. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, happy enough.
Well done. I can't wait to hear Johnny's comments on this one. Go ahead, Johnny.
Connor, why did they ever let you go from Wexford? I would say, metaphorically and methodologically speaking, from the depths of my profundamente, I prognosticate that to be a conglomeration of hydrophobious matter, which means down in Golden, 'twas absolutely superb. Louise, I think I might go home and tell the missus I'm after spotting a bit of talent. And I have a solicitor who's good at divorce proceedings. Tops, lads. Bloody brilliant.
The full package, Johnny. Stephanie.
I have to say, in my opinion so far tonight, Louise has been the best female dancer I've seen up tonight. I really think it's something you should look at continuing on doing, because you're fantastic. You're so natural at it. Connor, you really matched up to her, and it was a very difficult routine. Well done, lads.
And Finbar.
I think Stephanie's after stealing my line. Louise, definitely, you're a class act of a dancer. But you can't get up and down without a partner. So well done, Connor. If I had 11 here, and I'm giving away my hand, I'm giving you a 10. If I had 11, I would give it, if you got rid of the short, that little bit earlier, you got rid of the back of it, I think Louise, you possibly should have taken the front. I'm not sure how the dance routine should have went, but he had the front for too long. That's my only blip. That was absolutely outstanding. Well done.
I'd say, Finbar, Louise would have grabbed the short, but she's afraid the trousers might have went with it. Well, guys, I presume you're delighted with those comments.
Yeah, look, I mean, you know, it's just the way that things go, but look, you have to carry on, you have to do it. You just have to put on a performance for the crowd, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Louise, the best female dancer of the night so far.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Modest as well as talented. So now we go back to the judges for their votes. And no surprise, 3 10s, ladies and gentlemen. So can you please give a huge round of applause to Louise and Connor.
Our next couple is Sarah Murray and Shane Horan. And Sarah and Shane will dance at Charleston. Sarah is another Templederry girl. She's an occupational therapist in Portlaoise. She plays camogie with the Mines, and she likes camogie and playing piano. She's been to America and plans to holiday in Australia next March. Sarah and Shane, I must point out, have only been practicing their dance for 10 days. So huge, huge honour for them to have achieved such a fantastic dance. Shane works in client management in Dublin, and he's from the Mines Village. And I've been told that he was once kidnapped by a camogie team. He didn't know where they took him, but he was happy to stay with them for the day.
Yes, he was.
And we've also been told that he is devoted to his beloved dog, Bruno. Please give a huge welcome to Sarah and Shane.
Ladies and gentlemen, 10 days. 10 days, ladies and gentlemen. If they had 3 months, can you only imagine what they could have done? Absolutely fantastic. What I really loved, the way they were smiling throughout and kept all their moves and kept everything and it has to be borne in mind, in those 10 days, Shane was travelling from Dublin and Sarah was travelling from Portlaoise. So there is some dedication. So give it up for them again, please. Shane, you were saying to me earlier you found Sarah a pretty hard taskmaster in those 10 days, and you were glad that it was only 10 days.
Well, like, I'd be kind of easygoing, so Sarah's on a different level to plan it out to me altogether, so she was definitely cracking the whip.
Sarah?
I've no comment, absolutely none.
Probably the whip needed to be cracked. Okay, so we'll head over to our judges. We'll start with Stephanie this time.
You have such chemistry. Your smiles are radiant, such chemistry. You wouldn't have known that you did that in 10 days. It was up to the exact same standard as everybody else. There was great Charleston moves. You had her up there with one hand. It was fantastic. Loved it. Well done.
Finbar, go on, Finbar.
I don't know, Sarah, I met you probably for 3 seconds in my life. And you're one of those people that you feel like I've known you all my life. You just come into Buddies, into the back of it, and you say, well, and everyone says, oh, that's Sarah. And I said, ah. That was definitely brilliant. I swear to God.
Well
Brilliant.
said, well said.
Absolutely, well done. Well done, Shane. Shane's cool as a breeze. I know Shane since he was put the height of the speaker. Excellent, honest to God. Very good. Very, very good. 10 days. Give him another round of applause, for God's sake.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
And finally, Johnny.
To win a North final in senior hurling, you have to concentrate. But it's going to be very hard for the Silvermines to concentrate with some fantastic looking ladies that we're seeing here tonight. Also, you're a physiotherapist. Oh, fuck it, You're an occupational therapist. What? You're a therapist. Like, if I needed a rub, can you give a rub? Jeez, I hope to Christ there's something wrong with me tonight. Lads, superb, listen to me, is this after 10 days, occupational physio, who cares? I will say one thing, lads, and I can't mention his name. A well-known local, TD, independent from Holy Cross. He did say about a girl, he said, she's quite good looking, she's well capable of doing the job, and she's easy on the eye. Well done, lads, superb.
Thank you, Johnny. Well, guys, I think, as everybody has said, and we're saying it over and over again, what you achieved in those 10 days is absolutely amazing. How do you feel with the comments from the judges?
It was a tough 10 days, I'll tell you that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can you please put your hands together for Sarah and Shane? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I overdid the Lucas at the half time. The voting, sorry. At 3-9s, ladies and gentlemen. So, once again, can you give them a thunderous round of applause for a fantastic performance to Shane and Sarah.
Unfortunately, due to an injury during the week, our next couple will not be dancing. They were due to dance a tango, but they will still join us on stage. And they are Orla Ryan and Paddy Ryan.
So crazy right now. Most incredibly, it's your girl,
Orla is married to Joe, who is chairman of the Juvenile Club. She has 3 children, David, Aoife and Saoirse. She's from Clonaslee in Laois, but now lives in Bultini. And she is Rooney Orla in Gaelscoil Éileán Corún. She's a member of the Silvermines folk choir, and it's difficult to get Orla to start singing, but once she starts, she will not stop. And we believe that Orla had received major sponsorship for tonight's dance from Budweiser. Paddy is married to Sinead, and they have 3 children, Aisling, Oisin and Connor. He's a social care worker in Kilkenny, and he lives in Billeen. And he's son of the lovely Nora from Kilmore. And Nora has been a fantastic volunteer in the parish for more years than she cares to remember. And we're delighted that she's here with us tonight. Paddy played hurling and soccer and now plays golf. And he was an under-10 coach with Silvermines Juvenile Club. Please give a huge, huge welcome to Orla and Paddy.
so crazy right now. Most incredibly, it's your girl, Reed. It's your boy, Young. You ready?
This is a great old buddy of mine from the choir. She's the life and soul of the place and a great bit of crack. So I know you're very disappointed over what happened. Now, Orla did herself an injury. She pulled a muscle back early in December. But she battled on, and they practiced. Every night there was a rehearsal, and they were practicing, herself and Paddy. They used to meet up outside of those practice nights and put in a fantastic effort. But unfortunately, they were putting in such an effort last Tuesday. She aggravated the injury and was in severe pain. But the trooper that she is, she came every night to the practices and supported all the gang. And both herself and Paddy put in a fantastic effort all along, did all their fundraising, and you will have seen Paddy shake his booty and do the moves in the Bollywood earlier on. So I think for the effort that these people have put in and what they have done and the funds they have raised for the club and the spirit they have shown and the camaraderie to their fellow dancers, I think, would you please give them a huge round of applause. Now, even though they haven't danced here tonight, one of the judges here, Finbar, would like to say a few words. Finbar.
Okay, well, I didn't see him dance here tonight, today, or last night, or even Thursday night, but I did see all the practices and stuff out in Buddies. And to be fair to everybody, these two put in some effort into dancing. And I have to say that I saw Paddy come in a few weeks ago with a dicky bow. I swear to God, if somebody could have stole the show tonight, those two people would have stolen the show. And that is the truth. And Orla, I'm very sorry that you're not with us, but I am delighted that I did see you here last night, and Paddy. I did see you here today. I saw you Thursday night. And I see you again tonight. So I mean, in all fairness, just short of dancing for us, those two people have put in the very same effort as everybody else tonight, including the fundraising, which I don't know how that went, but I saw them at all the fundraisers, and I've been at some of theirs. And well done, and extremely hard luck. Extremely hard luck. But well done. A big round of applause for Orla and Paddy. Seriously, well done.
All I'll say to you, Orla, is there's a bottle of Bud down there in the bar with your name on it. Thanks, guys. Well done.
Our next couple is Clare and Liam Keogh. And Clare and Liam will dance a samba. Clare is married to Brian. She's from Limerick and is now living in Dala for the past 3 years. She has 3 children, Holly, Luke and Faye, and she's an assistant bank manager in AIB Adair. She enjoys running and was big into show jumping as a child, and she loves a good night out. Liam is married to Grania and he has 4 children, Marie, William, David and Daniel, and 4 grandchildren, Ciara, Raelteen, Liam and Owen. He's a civil servant in Nina, and he won a county intermediate final in 1999. He coached the Mines under-12 team that won the county A final in 2015. And he says that he's more nervous about dancing tonight than he was before the 1999 county final. Liam also is the holder of 3 All-Ireland Masters medals with Tipperary, which is a fantastic achievement. So please give a big, big welcome to Clare and Liam.
Pienso que un sueño parecido no volverá más. Y me pintaba las manos y la cara de azul. Y de improviso en el viento la vida me llevó. Y me hizo volar en el cielo infinito. la mano y la cara de azul. Y de improviso en el viento rápido me llevo y me echo a volar en el cielo infinito. Volaré, oh, cantaré, oh, oh, negro, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù.
Well done, guys. That was fantastic. Liam, as a mindsman, did you not feel slightly uncomfortable wearing the Killer One colours? A great performance. Have your breath back there? What was your experience of Strictly?
I'd like to thank my husband for putting up with me the last 2 weeks. He's off to Russia in the morning for 2 weeks as well, so.
And what about putting up with you for the last 10 years? I said in the start there that Liam was a bit nervous about dancing. I think Clare needed to be nervous with all those throws and flips. So, a great performance, guys. We'll go to the judges. We'll start again with Stephanie.
I loved that ye looked like ye enjoyed being there so much. You really looked like you were having a ball. Clare, you look so hot, to be fair.
Oh.
I can see where Holly gets her dancing feet from. Well done.
And Finbar.
Clare, you didn't just look hot, you set off the fire alarm. I think I could hear it there in the background. Liam Keogh, you were always one of my heroes. I had the pleasure of hurling with you, and you minded me like I was a little child in the goals. Liam Keogh hurled full back. And I have no hesitation in saying it. It's as smart a move as I ever seen you move over there. And I was often glad that you made a right good move out in front of me. But that's as good as I've seen from you in your feet. And you're not a young lad anymore now, Liam. But I had the pleasure, don't forget, I had the pleasure of him hurling in front of me again only last Stevens' day. And Sean Quinlan, one of the dancers who's coming out later on, and a pretty young lad, hurled on Liam Keogh all day that day and got no score off him. That's some achievement, Liam Keogh. But you just about surpassed that tonight. Well done, Heather, as well, as I said, setting off the, or Clare, sorry, Jesus. There's so many of you. But you did set off the fire alarm, and you'll never be forgotten for that, even if I forgot your name. Well done, folks. Good stuff.
And Johnny.
Yeah, Liam, you come across there as a real gentleman. But confidentially, I'm told, probably one of the greatest hurls that ever pulled on a jersey for the Silvermines. You down anything that'll come to you. But I think tonight, Liam, you certainly met your match there in the lovely Clare. Clare, last week I stayed in the Dunraven Arms. Give him a check. I know it's going to bounce. Look after it for me, and I look after you here. Spot on. Now we have a deal. Well done, lads. Superb again.
The brown envelopes are flying. Well, guys, you're happy with that?
Yeah. Glad it's over.
Just want to say to Finbar, you often looked after me on the field, so I hope you look after me tonight now as well.
Okay, guys, we go back to the judges for your scores. A 9, a 9, and a 10. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can you please give a huge round of applause to Clare and Liam.
Our next couple is Geraldine, Canaan and John Sherlock. Geraldine and John will dance an American Smooth. Geraldine is married to Mike and they have 3 sons, Derek, Alan and Kevin, and 3 grandchildren, Adam, Connor and Avine. Geraldine is a housewife. She's originally from Killeen, Templederry, and now lives in Erna, Caparu. She enjoys dancing and sport and is a great Mines supporter. She's assistant treasurer of the Mines Senior Club and is also the lotto coordinator. John is married to Catherine, and they have 3 children, Cathal, Ronan and Roisin, and 3 grandchildren, Billy, Harry and Jack. He's retired from the lab in Arabon Co-op, and to quote himself, he's living the life. He won a North Minor medal in 1970, County Intermediate Championship medals in 72 and 87, and a North Senior title in 1974. He played senior football with Tip, and he has served as chairman of the North Board and as chairman and secretary of the Mines, and is the current treasurer of the Mines. Please give a big welcome to Geraldine and John.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go to where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright we can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Don't wait a minute more. Downtown, everything's waiting for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I hope they won't mind me saying it, but there are more senior dancers here tonight. Now, they're still only young ones, but guys, all I can say, a class act. That was something else. It had style, it had grace, it was just flowing. Now, I was watching it from the side and they said, yeah, it's lovely, but you know, they're not doing the throw. But of course they wouldn't let it go with the youngsters and picked her up and twirled her as good as any of them. A fantastic display. Guys, amazing. Really good. Really happy with that.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Enjoyed every bit of it.
I tell you, retirement is certainly suiting you. You're thriving on it. We'll go to the judges. We'll start with Johnny this time.
Yeah, lads, my fellow judges here are too young. They would never have, this would be their first time seeing this kind of dancing. This is the way we used to dance in the Premier Ballroom in Tullis 40 odd years ago. This is dancing at its very best. This is bloody superb, lads. As a matter of fact, only for a cot per time, I'd ask you to do it again, just to drive it home to my fellow judges. Lads, well done. Well done.
Thank you, Johnny. Stephanie.
It was beautiful. I'm actually not messing. Finbar was actually crying. I'm not actually. It was fantastic. The embrace. Your stance, John, is brilliant. It's a real proper dancer stance. Well done. I loved it.
And Finbar.
How much time have we got? Seriously, I had the privilege of doing the music here last night. And when Geraldine, she's sitting over there, and she told me to cut it. I didn't cut it. And she told me to cut it again. I said, well, if I don't stop it, John Sherlock's not going to stop anyway. Never, in all of the dancing, of all the couples, right? And they've all had their lifts and their ups and downs and upside downs and all that kind of crack. Ye two just loved that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you've no idea how much we loved that. And Johnny can say what he likes about the ballroom in Thurles and all that other bull stuff that goes with it. We as young people, we still do appreciate a lovely performance, and that was magic. Well done.
Well said, Finbar.
Well done. And by the way, I'm giving you a 10. I think that's gorgeous.
Actually, I had to refer to my notes during that, and when I was watching the dancing here yesterday, I said they were like a couple that were just after coming visiting here off the professional ballroom dancing circuit. It was just so elegant. Well done, guys. Fantastic. So we'll go back to the judges now for the scoring. We have a 10, a 9, and another 10. Well done, guys. So can you please put your hands together once again and give a huge round of applause to Geraldine and John.
Our next couple is Breed Quinn and Sean Quinlan. Breed and Sean will dance the cha-cha. Breed is daughter of Donal and Helen, and she lives in Deer Park, which is only a stone's throw away from her dancing partner, Sean. And I just need to pick out somebody in the audience here. Mary Ford, can you stand up, please? Mary Ford was their childminder when both Breed and Sean were small, so you must have instilled the dancing in them, Mary. Breed works as a social care worker in Lisnagry. She's an accomplished camogie player and has won numerous titles with the Mines and with Tip. And she had the honour of captaining the Tip Miners to an All-Ireland in 2011. Sean is the son of John and Martina, and he also lives in Dala. He's an electrician and he works with BHE Electrical. His interests include hurling, shooting and fishing, and he was vice-captain of the Junior B team last year, and he's won several medals with the club, including a Munster Intermediate medal in 2012. There's huge credit due to Sean for dancing here tonight, as his grandmother passed away on Thursday night, so this is a huge, huge effort for him to turn up, but he showed his true colours and he wouldn't let down the team. So please give a huge welcome to Breed and Sean.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. You got to know how to pony, like Bonnie Maroney. Mashed potato, do the alligator. Put your hands on your hips, yeah, and let your backbone sink. Do the what to say, got my little girl Lucy.
Mary Ford is proud of you. You must have been practicing, you started that routine when you were in the playpen in Butterby, I don't care. You've been at it for years. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've just witnessed the stars of the next Grease movie. It was absolutely fantastic. And I know, Sean, it's a tough old week for you, but all I'll say is your granny is proud of you. That was fantastic. Well, I think great credit to you. Fantastic, and not to let the side down. Breed, super stuff. You're a captain, an All-Ireland winning captain. You know, the metal is there, so it is. Fantastic performance. To the judges, Finbar, we'll start with you.
Elaine, it's very easy to speak about Breed and Sean. No, Sean, what happened, whatever, during the week, that's done and dusted. Outside of all that, we're here to judge the dancing and the performance and all that kind of crack. And that is absolutely incredible. I swear to God. That is just, there was a thing Thursday night where they said about Sean likes flying a kite. There's rubber for tonight, it's gone off the yoke. And I was thinking to myself, flying a kite, if you enjoy flying a kite, you can enjoy flying Breed Quinn any day of the week you like. Because she's like a little seagull. She just goes around and around. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be there to pick her up and lift her around, turn around, but that is, without a shadow of a doubt, as far as I'm concerned, that's the biggest and best performance of the night. Well done.
Thank you, Finbar. Stephanie.
That was insane. The energy was hopping off the stage. The lifts were amazing. It really suited your personality as well. I have to say, by far, Sean, best male dancer of the night. If I could give you an 11, I would give you an 11. It was fantastic.
Thanks, Stephanie. And Johnny.
Yeah, I agree with Stephanie. No, it's superb. I tell you, Sean, you're never going to. You're down here on your profile that your goal for the show was not to drop Breed. That was never going to happen, Sean. You made sure of that. You were absolutely superb. And if I have my way, you'll be on the senior hurling team this year. Superb, lads. Well done.
Can you say one more thing? I've had Sean as a hurler, and I was a selector. And if you asked him to win corner forward, he would hurl centre field. Right? If you asked him to go in corner back, he would hurl centre field. So there's some achievement to Breed Quinn to get him to do what he done tonight. And there's no doubt that they were reared in the same playpen in Mary Ford's house. And don't forget, Mary Ford is a Noxie woman as well, just on top of it.
Now, I know the judges are going to have a difficult time marking Breed's footwork because, in fairness, her feet were in the air most of the time. But a fantastic display, guys. Well done. So now we'll go back to the judges for the voting. A 10. A 10. Johnny lost his vote, but it's a 10 as well. And I think Finbar is trying to do a 20. 11. Here we have it. It's either 11 or 110. Now I'm not sure. But 11 Finbar. Well done, guys. A fantastic display. You lit the place up. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause and show your appreciation for Breed and Sean.
Are you very proud, Mary? Now, our next couple dancing a rumba, we have Mary Collins and Maurice Leamy. Mary lives in the Mines Village. She's a beauty therapist in Haven Beauty Clinic in Nina. She loves travelling, she loves fashion, country music and jiving. And we hope that Mary's sense of direction is better tonight than when she went to a Nathan Carter concert in Waterford, but Mary actually went to Carlow. Morris is son of the chairman of the senior club, Morris Senior, and Anne-Marie. He's self-employed in plant hire and landscaping. He's from Caparoo. He has won 14 North, 4 County, and 1 Munster medal with the club. He likes travelling and diving with sharks. He has travelled worldwide, Australia, the US, South America, and he spent 2 weeks in the Galapagos Islands last winter diving. So please give a big warm welcome to Mary and Morris.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Oh, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be your girl, you'll be my man, and I see my future in your eyes. Well, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, while listening to our favorite song. When I saw
Guys, we complimented John and Geraldine earlier on being suave and sophisticated and stylish and elegant. The younger generation can do just as good. That was amazing. I think the interpretation dance that you did for that song, I think it just affected everybody in the room. It was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, well done. Morris, I've been watching you hurling for a long time, and with the mines, and I'd never realised you had such a sensitive and caring side to you. And it's certainly a side he never showed to any of his opponents either, let me tell you. So now, we'll go to the judges. Stephanie, we'll start with you.
I loved it. I thought it was so controlled, it was so gentle. The lifts were so hard. I have to say, Morris, especially your performance, the way you looked at her, the way you portrayed the movies were fantastic, and it was so different to anything we've seen tonight. Well done.
Finbar. No, go on, Finbar.
I can be biased here because I had a great time for Morris. But I'm not going to be biased, I'm going to be honest. And we said earlier on that Sean Quinlan was the best male dancer on the floor and all this old kind of crack. And I'm not going to individualise this or anything like it. But that was smoking. Yeah. That's what that was. That was something you'd see and forgive my interpretation of it, but in a sleazy little nightclub maybe below in South America. That's just my take. It's my take on it. But I love Ed Sheeran. My 5-year-old daughter loves Ed Sheeran. And she was here last night, and when that song came on and that dance came on, she was talking about it today. But the lads took it. Now, and I spoke about the new levels and all that thing earlier on. But this dance went up 300 or 400% since last night. And that's great credit.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's great credit goes to them. I saw them practice it here again today with their boombox and all this old kind of crack. And I just like to mention, if I might, Morris lost his bag last night. No. I mean, in all fairness. And Mary has been like a little mother to Morris for the last 5 or 6 weeks. And none more than, no, you can't cut the microphone, none more than last night when his little bag went missing and Mary showed up with it today. So well done, Mary. Well done, Morris. That is a definite 11 out of 10 for me. Well done.
And finally, Johnny.
Yeah, superb, lads. Stephanie was saying the way, Morris, the way you looked at Mary. Jesus, I looked at her the same way. That's number one. Morris, I envied you up there, by. If I was back again. It remind me nothing but the Silvermines being 2 points behind with about a minute to go. And they pulled this act out of the bag to go a point ahead. Superb, lads. Well done.
Guys, your reaction to those comments?
I was really good, yeah.
Morris.
Yeah, hey, it doesn't really actually matter because actually we've got salad, do-do-do-do-do-do, oh, mane, do-do-do-do-do-do, and Philip Chiatino.
He can sing as well as dance. Now, we'll go to the judges for their votes. 10, 10, and another 10. Full marks. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for Mary and Morris.
Our final couple, Regina Maher and Jonica Droney. Regina and Jonica will dance a 1970s disco. Regina is married to Colm. She has 3 children, Rory, Orla and Ruth, and she's a childminder. She enjoys running, dancing, singing, and loves the crack. She describes herself as a professional fun seeker. And Regina had a hip replacement in 2016 and within 4 weeks was back running and dancing. Jonica, Mr. Twinkletoes. Jonica is married to Bridget and they have 2 children, Grace and John. He's the mind's answer to Paul O'Connell. Jonica is a block layer by trade and he has been working hard, laying the foundation stones for a very successful night. He won numerous honours with the mines at all levels, the height of which must have been the county title in 1999. Please give a warm, warm welcome for Regina and Jonica.
I'm sure you'll be amazed. what? It's up to you. Surely get it done. Oh, I do it outro. Just one try, and you two will be sold. It's called a freak. They're doing it night and day. And now we'll show you the way.
Hallelujah, girl, set you hallelujah, girl, set you hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had to put on the sunglasses because those outfits are so dazzling. I couldn't, health and safety reasons. Guys, as they said to our Lord at the wedding feast in Canaan, Lord, why did you save the best wine till last? Regina, I think you've ensured that there's going to be a queue outside Croom on Monday morning looking for hip replacements after that display. Wasn't it fantastic, ladies and gentlemen? And I see Jonica got the loan of the medallion off American Griffin for the occasion as well. Guys, that was fantastic. Regina, you must be really proud of that.
Yes, absolutely.
And Jonica.
Mr. Boombastic, don't mess around.
The Mines has answered to Paul O'Connell, a nice, shy, quiet little guy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we head to the judges. This will be good. We'll start with Johnny.
It's the last act of the night, lads, and Strictly Come Dancing is about the crack, the fun, the excitement. It's about giving enjoyment to people. It's about enjoying yourselves on the stage. And you have brought all that together in one act tonight. Absolutely superb, Paul O'Connell, take a bow. They tell me, Regina, not forgetting yourself either, you're superb as well. They tell me that if there is a record in North Tipperary for red cards, Jonica, you could be up there at the very top. But what I would give ye for that is a gold card. Because everybody here tonight has enjoyed that act, and well done, lads. Hey, listen, I can't say much more. Look, when I listened to the crowd there, they were laughing, they were having the crack. You enjoyed it up on the stage. And for a parish effort, lads, absolutely superb. Well done.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Stephanie.
That is what I mean by bringing a performance. I loved watching that. It was so, before he even came on to dance, the performance was amazing. The costumes were brilliant. I love the cheeky winks from Regina. Jonica, I don't know how you danced in those heels. Well done, fab.
Finbar.
Jonica, do you really want me to comment on this? I've been talking all night about people that I've sort of known all my life and all the whole crack. But I hurled with, hurled against, slept with, worked with, drank with, fell down with, and everything with Jonica Joni. Regina Maher I've known since used to meet Colum outside Timmy Gleeson's probably 1990, 89, 90 or something like that. But by God, did I ever think I'd see the two of ye on the stage in the Abbey Court put in a performance like that. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jonica and Regina. Well done, you two. Well done.
Well done, guys. Just maybe John Sherlock might contact Arabon and say the Wellies will be back in the creamery in the morning. And Jonica is holding on to the shoes because I reckon he'll get an extra 2 rows of blocks without scaffolding. So now we'll go back to the judges for the final vote of our final dance. So here we go. It's a 10. It's a 10. And it's another 10. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please once again show your appreciation for one of the best acts of the night and who shook the house down, Regina and Jonica. Well done.
Marching
This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I'll make no apologies, this is me, and I know I don't deserve you, 'cause nothing, no nothing, no nothing we're worthy of, this is me. Hello everyone, yeah thanks. Once upon a time, according to the tale, there was this little princess whose skin was very pale. Her daddy called her Snow White, but through the kids at school, her nickname was Anemia. Can't kids be very cruel? Now her stepma was good looking, had a figure that was super, but she was sick as, put it this way, she was a bleeding looper. She had this magic mirror to which she often talked. She'd ask it a question and words would appear, and into the glass she gawked. Hey mirror, who's the fairest? She'd ask in whispered hisses, and on the mirror will be rare. You're looking at her, missus. She was a smart one, this mirror. But Snow White grew more beautiful, it cannot be denied. But the mirror was scared stiff at the loop, so every day it lied. One day the mirror had had enough, and shakily it said, Snow White is the fairest. Well, the numpty she threw the head. She said, I just won't stand for this, and screamed like a mad banshee. She threw the mirror daggers and said, hey missus, don't you look at me. She got this DIY book called Fed Up With Your Princess, published by Buckingham Palace. Well, they've had more than one success. She hired this huntsman who lived down in the woods. She said, take Snow White for a walk and get rid of her for good. Take her deep into the forest. If you have to drag and pull her, then take out your hatchet and make sure you bleed and skull her. So the huntsman took Snow White off, but couldn't do the deeds, because she was so nice to him. She must have been very nice indeed. She became a housemaid for a gang of dwarfs. They were punks and really grotty. Their names were Sleazy, Greasy, Gross, Vicious, Sly and Snotty. They'd been turned into dwarfs by a witch. They'd once all been 6-foot gents, but they'd ended up like aircom shares, reduced by 50%. When the Queen found out that Snow White lived, she nearly lost her wits. She took a little ball of cyanide and a bag of Granny Smiths. She found Snow White and persuaded her to take a little bite. The stupid young one did, of course. She was as thick as she wasn't very bright. Poor Snow White had a seizure. From her there was not a sniff. By the time the dwarfs got home from work, poor Snow White was a stiff. They laid her body in a glade in a gorgeous sequin jacket and a coffin made from Watford glass that cost a bleeding packet. Sometime later a prince rode by as the dwarf stood there on duty. He pulled the dwarf called Snotty aside and said, hey short arse, who's the beauty? Mind your own business, you dirty old lad, Snotty in anger said. But the prince he tried to get his way, so Vicious shot him dead. And here ends the tale of Snow White, thanks to a dwarf called Vicious. She never got her kiss, but the worms found her delicious. Thank you.
Clipped wings, I was a broken thing. Had a voice, but I could not sing. You would want me down. I struggled struggle to fly now. Oh, but there's a scream inside that we are frightened. We hold on so tight, we cannot deny it's us alive. Oh, it is us alive. Oh, yes, there's a scream inside that we are frightened. We hold on so tight, but I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. Yeah. And I don't care if I sing or be. I found myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me. I shout it out like a bird set free. No, I don't care if I sing or be. I found myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me. I shout it out like a bird set free. I shout it out like a bird set free. I shout it out like a bird set free.
When I hear a band blowing bassy, I can count on losing my cool. Take me where the rhythm is racy. Let me be a dancing fool. Oh yeah. Just give me a chance and my tuxedo pants and presto. Wow, I'm a dancing fool. Alright, I'm a dancing fool. Yeah.
On behalf of Silvermines Hurling Club, I'd just like to say a huge thanks to everybody who turned up here tonight. And I'd like to say that we're sorry so many people had to stand, but you can see why tickets are in such demand. We decided to run this because it was a fundraiser for current development that we're hoping to undertake in Dollar. And I just want to thank everybody for participating in it. I want to thank the dancers in particular because they put in a huge effort. Nobody knows the amount of nights that they put in. And I'd like a huge round of applause for the dancers. I'd just like to say the dancing involved 30 people. And it was unusual in 8 weeks if somebody had an accident. And I felt so sorry for Orla and Kathy Sheedy. And I just want to say thanks to Kathy for coming on board, a proud Ballyhinch woman, and you came and helped us out. Of course, when Orla got injured, Paddy missed out as well. But Orla Maher stepped into the breach for Bollywood. I'd also like to say a word about Sarah Murray. When Kathy got injured, Shane was left without a partner, and Sarah Murray very graciously stepped in to help him out. And I'm sure you'll agree she put in a great performance even though she was only practicing for 2 weeks. I'd just also like to mention one more man here. I think Sean Quinlan in particular deserves a huge round of applause. He showed great bravery by coming because his beloved granny died yesterday morning. And we have to salute him for that. I also want to thank the sponsors. The people who give us ads. We got a huge amount of ads. I'd like to thank our major sponsors, Joe Mulqueen and Frank Hogan. I'd just like to say as well to Joe, he provided food for the dancers every night that we were training up in Buddies. He could not do enough for us, and I just have to say a huge thanks to Joe, and I'd like everybody just to give him a round of applause. I also have to thank Spain AV, David Spain and his team. You put in a huge effort. All you need to do is look at the screens, the amplification, the sound, the cameras, and thanks very much, David. I'd also like to thank Ray, who's the manager here in the Abbey Court. He couldn't do enough to help us. And I'd also like to thank Maeve, because Maeve was our inside track and she gave us huge, huge support. I'd also like to thank Sheila Shaddy. She done the hair in the back. Okay, Sheila, thanks very much for coming and supporting us and giving your time. You were there all afternoon, you're still here, you must be tired. Aisling Sheedy came at 6 o'clock after work and she stayed all evening. I'd like to thank Aisling as well. Makeup was done by Anne Boland and she also gave her time free. Anne Boland, Ballinatlock. I'd like to thank the MCs, Lee Maloney and Mary Mulqueen. A special round of applause for them. You've done an absolutely fantastic job. I'd also like to say Father Brennan had to pull out during the week due to unforeseen circumstances. I'd like to say to Johnny Dooley, Stephanie and Finbar, absolute thanks because he made the night for us. Your comment was witty, it was fantastic. Okay, and special thanks to the chair, Finbar. I suppose this night can't go by if I didn't mention Darlene Cleary. Darlene Cleary came on board and she put in a huge effort with the teacher, with the dancers. And as you can see, she was sitting in the front seat giving huge encouragement when they were going up and going off. And Darlene, we thank you. When this idea was first put forward 4 or 5 months ago, everybody was a kind of sceptical, but I have to be honest, there was one person kept pushing it, and that's Tina Shanahan. She's giving me the dirty eye now that she usually gives Mike, but you can keep giving him, it's not going to work, Tina. A lot of people wouldn't realise it, but Tina stayed up till 2, 3 o'clock, a good lot of mornings, getting this ready, and without her it wouldn't have happened. Okay, I suppose we have to say that there's 30 winners on the stage here tonight. Just before I'll hand over to Father Brennan and get him to announce the winners.
Just on behalf of everybody here, it's a wonderful community occasion for everybody. A great enjoyment, so many people coming together, so many people have been thanked. But a night like tonight, we're fortunate to have as our chairman. Nobody has thanked him yet. So Morris, take a bow. Morris. Not the young fella, not the young fella. Morris. Take a bow. Morris, as our chairman of the club, over the last number of years, has been a lot of successes on and off the field. He has great leadership. And maybe he might change, he'll continue on in some capacity next year. So Morris, you have done a lot from all the different things, from the trees and the fields and the facilities. So we thank you very much for leading the whole project. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank everybody.
Brendan, only for a married, I consider going into the priesthood.
So I've been given a piece of paper. And there are 3 categories. And the first category is those who got most votes on the night, the audience participation tonight. So the winner of the first category for audience tonight, Morris and Mary. And the second category for the couple who raised the most money, the most revenue, the couple who raised the most money. Martin and Phil. And finally, the overall category. Who would you say? Sean and Breed.
We will now ask the winning couple to repeat their performance. So, if everyone else would stand around. And before you start. And just before they start, I think it's been a fantastic night. I think I wouldn't be going too far wrong in saying I think you've all had a whale of a time and you've enjoyed it. And for Cinderella, we'll have her out before midnight, so that's not too bad either. So all for remains for me to do is to sincerely thank you, the audience, for your participation, your support for all the dancers, and as Sean and Braid prepare for their reprise, don't forget the disco after, and all that remains for me to do is say thank you and good night.